All right, behind me, I've just gotten the dream piece of furniture for my apartment, the Vitsoe 606 modular shelving unit designed in Germany by the legendary industrial designer Dieter Rams. It's actually this one right here. And I've wanted it ever since I went to design school some 10 years ago. So now I finally have two expensive things that I get to hang on the wall. One, my diploma, the other, this shelving system. And now it's finally here. So let's go check it out.
Maybe shelves. Got some. Is the larger. So you say.
Now we're gonna go over to the room. So yeah, let's go check it out. What I have here is a very detailed blue masking tape layout of what I think is the exact layout that the shelves are going to be. I basically took all the measurements and then mapped this out so everything's perfectly straight. I can't remember if this is on a stud or not. I'll have to double check. This is basically the low shelf, the wooden shelf. And these are the top tiered shelves. And I think because I got the taller E-tracks, it'll probably go up to here, even though I wanted it to go right here, just because if I move to another space, I can just reuse the E-tracks on the entire wall. This is basically the small bay that I've got here, and I think this is the smallest shelf. I think goes here. Ooh, yeah, so that'll go right there. Perfect. I will need to figure out how this mounts. But yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride because I haven't seen any Vitsoe step-by-step setups because it's like really intimidating ordering and then setting it all up yourself, but I'm pretty handy, so should be able to do this. So I just went outside right now really quick to get everything that I think I'll need for this. So might need a rubber mallet, drill bits, got my drill, a metric, straight edge, freedom unit, straight edge, and then all my bits. There we go. I think this should be everything. And I've got a screwdriver over here. Oh, no, it's a flathead, and then my screwdriver's over here. Can never have enough pencils. Yeah, let's figure this thing out. Just like with any great Lego set, we're gonna see what kind of pieces we've got to play with. See how we can get this all going. So these are the pins, super cool. These are the drywall anchors. Ooh, that gives me a bit too. Thank you. Ooh, I got a Vitsoe pencil. Oh, that's dope. As I just said, I was like, you can never have too many pencils. It's a cool little bag. This basically fits the diameter of the drill bit as you screw it in. Basically this kind of butterflies. It gets like narrow, but then it kind of gets bigger. So that way it has something on the back side of the wall to grab. This goes up against the wall. You pull it, there's like a little hook here. So you pull that and then I guess that's what presses it. Yeah. If I'm going into a stud, I could just use these. If I'm going into drywall, I use these. How we're basically gonna mark the top hole and then make sure that it's plumb and level. And I'm pretty sure that this is already plumb and level, but I did this like a couple months ago, so we'll double check. I'm gonna take this E-track. I'm gonna mark the top. I'm going to drill the first hole and basically put that, either this one or this screw, depending on what's behind this wall. And then from there, should be a piece of cake, I hope. The only way to know what's behind these walls is to drill a hole. And I know I could use a stud finder, but I'm already repainting all these walls. So what's one more super tiny hole? I'm just checking. These all look like, yep, it's all drywall. So I'm gonna drill the top so that way I have a pivot and that way I can level everything up and then mark where those holes are. I'll take this off, drill those holes, put in all of the anchors, put this back up, and then it'll be plumb and level. Then I can do the other side. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. I'll give you guys a look at what this looks like. Oh, this guy, this goes in here. This goes seated into the wall. Like essentially I go in here with a tool, grab that screw head, and then pull it, and then as I pull it, the back part will pull out and it'll be anchored. So that's what we're gonna do. Screwing. Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty good. So take my pencil. We're basically going to mark all of the holes here and then pop this off, drill the holes, and then put in all of the anchors. One here, two here. Okay, now we just gotta drill some holes and we'll be good to go. I'm gonna drill where these holes are marked. The first E-track is on the wall, so everything else should probably go smoother. what's a really cool feature of this design, I ordered the small bay. So the small bay is 26 1/4 inches, and it would be kind of tough to perfectly get the other E-track to be that distance. But luckily this leveling tool has little nubs so you can perfectly space and get basically the measurement of how big the bay is. This is super cool. Okay. Using this as a guide. There'll be some play in the shelves, but I think this should work overall. So, moment of truth. So this is how it works. This little edge here, that's gonna go into the E-track using the pins, and it goes on the inside. I kind of hold this in place, and then I fit that pin through. And boom. How do I do? That's pretty good. That's the bottom shelf. Let's go get the other ones. So this one's nice because of the wood, so it actually gives it a nice surface. Hole number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And I think this one was supposed to go on 2. And then we'd go 17 and 22. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This thing is sick. All right. That is it. This is the Vitsoe 606 shelving system designed by Dieter Roms. It was made in like the 60s. I can't remember off the top of my head. Basically a modular shelving system that's supposed to stay with you for life. Got this tiered metal folded shelves with, this is like a wooden laminate off-white color, so it matches. So basically this is the shelf. There's enough space in the back to route cables through, but essentially this thing stays with you forever. You can essentially add on to this as you move, or split it up into 2 separate units depending on like where you live. For me, I live in an apartment, so right now I'm just need this one small bay, but if I move to, you know, a larger house or something like that, I can get a larger system, make it into something super cool. Yeah, this thing is so dope. I've wanted this forever. That was it. Thanks for joining me on this journey. This is super awesome. I finally have somewhere to put my diploma. Well, you get the idea once it's in once it's in the frame or whatever. But yeah, I will hang this up for sure. But this thing is fucking sick. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely start putting stuff on it, and I will update you guys as I go.